Mm-hmm.
I've noticed a lot of women hate the truth in regards to stuff like this. Then, like, I'm a consumer of women. We are in the dating market. Women consume men, men consume women. I'm a consumer. And as a consumer, there's things that I
All right. What's good, everybody? The other one definitely better. I don't know where YD at, but he definitely ain't about to cook shit. YD that nigga though. I fuck with my boy, but he definitely ain't about to cook nobody. I know he better not come his ass up in here doing this KD versus LeBron segment. I know that. Branford, why you look that? Well, shout out to you, Joe and Grand Man, though. What's up, SG? This nigga Branford, bro. You ass, boy. Nigga ain't got nothing to do with his life, boy. Boy, he be in here before you do. Give it a little minute. One of my home Tam's supposed to be up in here too. It's gonna be funny as hell. Tam, if he check in, when Tam do come in, YD come. More fireworks gonna happen. Shit. I'm gonna give it like another minute. We're gonna go ahead and get started though. Starting off with this play in. Speaking of the play in, I think I know a lot of the what a lot of the people think, but what do you guys think about the overall the play in? Like what do you think of it? Is it a good thing? Do you like it? You dislike it? Pros and cons, things like that. Know what I think of it. Then we're gonna talk about the dark horse in the playoffs. Basically, I'm talking about the team in the playoffs that could be that team to upset people. Like shock everyone, be like, damn, I didn't think they was gonna make it this far, turn up. I would say last year we had probably Indiana was that team last year, because nobody expected Indiana to make it to the finals, let alone push OKC to 7 games. So yeah, Indiana was that team last year. I would say the year before that, it probably was Dallas. So yeah, we're gonna discuss that. Then we got, of course, it was probably going to be the biggest one. We got KD versus LeBron, because they're going to face off the first round, and LeBron fans are already being delusional. I was tuning in to Rated R Sports Debates live. I think they still live right now, actually. There's a bunch of delusional LeBron fans up in there right now saying bullshit, so we're going to cover that. And lastly, which is probably going to be my favorite segment because they do too much. I've been getting way too much cap with niggas. Niggas saying that Steph needed KD to beat LeBron, and it's the craziest part about it is that it's really no evidence that supports their claim. They just be coming up with shit of what they think, but all of the evidence basically proves otherwise. So that's why I never understood that. And yeah, I definitely hope YD do come through here, because I was listening to him. I was listening to him go. I was listening to him go talk on Man Down Sports. He was debating with Mel. Mel really wouldn't let him talk like that either. And that's the crazy part. And he was I think he was gonna cook Mel if Mel would have let him talk, but he kept on cutting him off, so he couldn't do it. Because Mel stayed talking like it's like, I don't know, it's almost like he slightly got some kind of hatred towards Steph, because he be saying some bullshit that don't be true. Like I say, it's cool if you say some things like, I can criticize them. I don't mind criticism, but like some of the shit they be saying just don't make sense. Like they were saying, he be sounding like Nick Wright when he be saying this. Like there's no way the Warriors would have beat them again without Kevin Durant. How? But anyway, we ain't on that segment. I'm already getting worked up. We're gonna wait till we get to that segment. But anyways, back to the top, people. We're gonna talk about this play-in. So Grandma, I know you said you don't like the play-in, and to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of it either. Not a fan of the play-in, really. But oh yeah, and I appreciate that, SG, for you sharing it on the Discord. But yeah, the reason why I don't like it as much is because obviously, some of the times, even though it only happened one time, and I hate the one time that it happened, it so happened to be my favorite player that it happened to. Although it does give people a chance, it also could rob the teams that deserve to be in it, and also rob the fans of the players that they want to see could miss the playoffs because of that stupid rule. Now, on the flip side, the good things about it is I do think it brings a sense of, first off, it makes them fight a little harder in the season, because a lot of the times in the season, let's say if your seeding is already set after you done clinched, a lot of teams will sit out. They'll start, resting their players, and so if you buy them tickets towards the end of the season, you kind of gonna get the watered down version of what the team really look like, because like once they clinch, even if it's a 6, 7, 8 seed, once they clinch, they're gonna rest their players. So they just say, for instance, if we look at the standings right now, my Phoenix Suns, we number 7. Once we clinched a long time ago, if it was the normal rules, you know what I'm saying, of the NBA. But the problem with this is that, you know, the problem with that is that since the play-in was going on, we had to play a little longer. But like on normal rules, you know, we clinched the playoffs probably like weeks ago. Devin Booker, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, all of them, they would have rested probably the last 3 games or whatever. So I think that's one good side of it. And it kind of keep people on their toes, having to play hard. It kind of give you that playoff atmosphere feel to it a little early because they know hey, we're not trying to be in that damn play-in and risk a chance of missing the playoffs. So that's to me the pros and the cons of the play-in. You say it's all right, better than the in-season tournament right now. It's gonna take a play-in team to make a deep run. You know what? I agree. It is better than that bullshit in-season tournament. Grandman? What do you think of that? It's better than the in-season tournament. That in-season tournament is trash. I don't even know why they came out with that shit. But yeah, then let's go ahead and talk about the people that's in the play-in. So currently in the play-in, you know, with the standings, I'm gonna go ahead and just pull it up. Right now, we are looking. I know. Let's see the East. Who's in the play-in for the East? I don't really know. I'm not too familiar with the East like that. I know the West. The West, we got the Suns at the 7th seed, and then we got the Portland Trailblazers at the 8th seed, and then the 9th seed is the Clippers. 10th seed is the Warriors. I know that. So this is what we're looking at so far with the seedings. So in the play-in for the East, okay, Sixers is at that 7th spot. Magic is in the 8th spot with the Hornets and the Heat. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive in on this one. I think as far as there's Hornets and the Heat. Hey, where Kenny ass at? Because I think the Hornets gonna torch their ass. Because the Hornets really been on fire since the All-Star break. Who I got money on to win? If they said you gotta put your money on somebody right now, damn. I feel like the NBA is tricky this year. Man, it'll be between. I don't know, bro. It's kind of crazy. I might go with the Celtics. It's crazy, but that's who I might go with. I think OKC obviously is still a contender, and then I know a lot of people are high on the Spurs. I'm not sold yet. I do think they're a great team, but I'm gonna go with the youth of the team is probably gonna affect them to a degree, and also just my opinion. I know as great as Victor Wembanyama is thus far, I think he's still a year away from actually being a real contender. That's just my opinion. Hold on, 2023 we're a play-in team and went to the finals. Yeah, I mean you're right, but they were the 7th seed. They went to 10th seed. They were the 7th seed. They lost the first play-in game to, I forgot who it was they played in the play-in, but they lost that first play-in game and ended up winning the second one. And then they went from that 8th seed to the finals. Yeah, they did do that. But that Miami Heat team was way stronger than this current Miami Heat team that we're looking at now. Like, let's be real. Well, ain't nobody sold on Bam's phony ass 83. We know that was some bullshit. Come on, that. How you drop 83 one game and got 11 points 2-3 games later? Come on, bro. It was the Hawks. That's what it was. You're right. Yeah, it was the Hawks. But let's be real. That Miami Heat team was way stronger than this current. Playoff Jimmy was a real thing. They ain't got nobody close to playoff Jimmy. It ain't no such thing as no playoff Bam. We got phony Bam that dropped 83. That should have never happened again. I told y'all this shit was a ritual. But you know, look, he know that shit too. But I'm gonna say, as far as the play-in, the games that I'm looking forward to the most, obviously I gotta look forward to my Suns playing tomorrow. I think we play tomorrow, don't we? Shit. Playing against them bum-ass Trailblazers. I swear, if we lose, I ain't gonna be no happy man. Also, Grandman, I'm telling you now, if by some kind of miracle the Trailblazers beat us, and we do play tomorrow, cool. By some kind of miracle, if the Trailblazers beat us, and we fall to, and let's say we win the second game, and we fall down to the A seed, I'm not betting against OKC. They probably will sweep us. I think we can get one on the Spurs. Matter of fact, I think we can get two on the damn Spurs. Shit. Because I don't know. For some reason, I ain't scared of the Spurs like that. Would I bet that we're gonna beat them? No. But I just don't think I think they're good, bro, but they might be one of them season teams, bro. We might can challenge, we might contest their game still a little bit. See, OKC games have already been tested before. But I will say this. We've been we actually been looking pretty good against OKC in the season. OKC, they torched us one time this year, and that was when Devin Booker and Jalen Green was out. And we also got on their ass one time, and that's when they players was active and ours was active. Spurs got big wings, got it. We got a shitload of shooters, though. All I'm gonna say is, if them damn shooters are on, we can give the Spurs a little help. See, them them little glad niggas, they different, bro. It's like them little motherfuckers be swarming everywhere. They play you, they pressing your ass all the way up the goddamn court, 95 feet. Then it's like they blitz the fuck out you the whole goddamn game. And when you passing it out, some kind of way, them ugly ass niggas still finding a way to make it out to them damn shooters that you passing it to, that you thought you was open. Next thing you know, Lou Dirt ugly ass over there, Shay over there. One of them ugly ass niggas is over there challenging your damn shot. Them niggas defense be on 10. Shit. I gotta give them niggas they damn props when it comes to that shit. Like, I don't see them niggas totally shut niggas down before. But I will say this. Last year in the playoffs, it did seem like they weren't as impressive, in the playoffs as they were in the season. Because, I mean, the Nuggets ended up taking them 7. Obviously, the Indiana Pacers took them 7. And they swept the Grizzlies. But I do believe Ja Morant didn't get hurt. The Grizzlies probably could have won 1 or 2 on them. Because that one game that they had them down 20-something, and Ja got hurt like maybe in the third quarter or some shit, so OKC came back, they could have definitely have won that one. And then the next round, who were they second round opponent? That was the Nuggets, and that went 7. And then they beat the Timberwolves. And how many games was that? I know that they didn't have too much trouble with them. So you got the Spurs and the Celtics. I wouldn't go against that. Spurs and Celtics does sound like it could happen. I got the Celtics coming out of the East. That's the team I'm looking at. I'm not sure what the status is for Cade Cunningham, because I did hear something about he can come back. Later on, like maybe through the playoffs. With them being the number 1 seed, I'm gonna say this: it's crazy because Cade already back. Okay, shit, I didn't know that. I haven't been paying attention. That's good. So that changes some things. I still think the Celtics probably can take them. I still don't think, I still don't think the Pistons are better than the Celtics, but them going to having Cade coming back does change something. I was going to say, and we're getting ready to address this dark horse. That's in the NBA, who I think it potentially will be. But this play-in, I think, let me see, if I had to finish up the play-in, I think the Suns we're definitely going to beat the Trailblazers. Now, this could be just the fandom in me that's saying that, but I think we should beat them. Actually, I think it's going to be pretty handily. We're going to beat them. Probably going to beat them by 10 or more points. But the next one, you got the Warriors and the Clippers. What do y'all think of Warriors and the Clippers? I know, Grandman, you were saying you hope they lose so that they can just chill out for the remainder of the year. I disagree. I need Steph to go ahead and beat them bum-ass Clippers. Make it to the next one, beat the bum-ass Trailblazers. I think they'll have a harder time with the Clippers than they would the Trailblazers. But because they got a superstar that can go ballistic on their ass. Sometimes when that nigga Kawhi get hot, it's, it can get tough. But if they can make it past the Clippers, I think the Warriors could slide into that 8th spot. Now, would they get their ass mopped by the OKC Thunder? Probably so. But at least I can say, hey, Steph made it. And we can get these bronze sexuals off our back. We ain't got time for that. That's my whole reasoning for it. And then on the East, I actually believe, let's see. I actually believe that the Sixers probably will beat the Magic. Because, of course, Embiid will be active for the play-in. Maxey. Paul George's been looking decent, Paul George's been looking decent since he's been back, I think. And I think that's going to help them secure that 7th seed. And I think the Hornets are going to absolutely beat the damn Heat. The Heat ass is cooked. Kenny, you can get your ass out of here with that bullshit. And the Hornets, I also think they probably will beat the Magic. But I'm going to say this. If if it does play out the way I just said, let's say the Hornets beat the Heat, and then they face off against the Magic afterwards. If I'm the Pistons, bruh, I'm just saying, if I am the Pistons, I kind of would root for the damn Magic to win because the Hornets is hot. Hold on, you said Embiid is out? How is Embiid out? Did that nigga get hurt again? Don't tell me this nigga got hurt again. Let me look at this shit. This is crazy. That's why this new NBA is so fucking trash, bruh. You can't even depend on nobody. That ass niggas always not playing. Fuck is this nigga out for? Let me check that. Now I say game time decision. That means more than likely I think he gonna play. Yeah, I mean a game that big, he probably gonna play that. Yeah, so I think Embiid is gonna be good to go. So Embiid plays and they get past them. You said Draymond gonna foul out before it tip out. I don't like to play in. It's just a waste of time. Just start the playoffs. I agree. I mean, I think it's fair to say that majority of the fans, we're not a fan of this fucking play. Like that's one thing I definitely can agree with LeBron on when he first said this. Whoever the fuck came up with that shit need to be fired. Because it's some bullshit. It's either you didn't make it or you did. And then I'm gonna give LeBron a little bit more love too. For the niggas that be claiming the play-in was created for LeBron. Let's just say for the sake of argument, you're right on that. I could possibly see that could be some truth to that. Let's just say that that's true. And then they be saying he's been in the play-in every year. It's been saving it. I'm like, bro, y'all sounding like LeBron fans now. You're not using common sense. Yes, LeBron's teams has been in the play-in a couple of times. Yes. However, every time he made it and was in the play-in, he was the 7th seed, people. So that means under normal rules, he would have just simply made the playoffs. So what are we talking about? Like that's something that LeBron haters gotta stop saying. That's just stupid. You said they didn't make it far. Hey, that's why I said, look, I can rock with they may have did make it for him to help him get in. I can rock with that. But this notion that he needed to play in to get to the playoffs, that's bullshit. Because he's been a 7th seed or higher each time. So you can't say he needed it to get in when he made it according to the standards. But yeah, so like I said, so I believe that Embiid is going to play. They're going to make it past the Magic. And if I'm the Detroit Pistons, I would want the damn Magic to win because I just think the Hornets are way more dangerous right now than the Magic are. 2023, they made the Western Finals from the play-in, so that year was crazy. Yeah, they did, but still, my point is they were 7th seed though. So under normal circumstances, it still would have been the same. Nothing would have changed. Anyway, though, let's go ahead and head to this next little topic. Who you got between my Blazers and your nigga? Get the fuck out of here. You know, get damn well who I got. We finna mollywop y'all bum ass. Fuck out of here. We can get some games off the Celtics. Detroit got our number. We can't stop Durant, Charlotte Hornets. Okay, so you believe that they'll have an easier time with the Celtics, but the problem is with that is that the Hornets don't have a chance to get the 7 seed. So if they make the playoffs, it's going to be against them. What's up with you, Steve? What do I think about the Clippers? Clippers, man. Clippers ass out of here. I don't even think the Clippers are going to make the playoffs. But I believe they might lose to the Warriors. I'm hoping for it. This might be the Steph Curry fan in me that's coming out right now. But especially if Steph Curry can have one of them hot ass games and somebody on the motherfucking team get this nigga a little bit of help, they could lose to the goddamn Warriors. But yeah, I don't have any high expectations for them niggas. I don't think they're gonna do shit. But anyways, now we're gonna talk about the dark horse of the NBA. Among all the teams that's in the playoffs, obviously we have elite teams. We got, the elites that we expect to, play pretty well. The Pistons, the Celtics. I don't know if I want to say the Knicks. To me, the Knicks ain't been looking too good lately. The Knicks been looking very kind of mid to me. They've been kind of mediocre. But if you want to throw them in there, I mean, I'm not going to argue with you heavy. But then you got of course, on the Western Conference, you got the Thunder, the Spurs. And although I'm not a fan of them, I guess you can throw the Nuggets in there. So those are the teams that you kind of expect to do well, right? Like you expect them, they're gonna at least make it to the second round or the conference, right? Then, of course, obviously, one of these 4 teams more than likely are going to make it to the finals. It would be an absolute shocker if they didn't. But that's what this topic is all about. The dark horse, the team that could rise up and make it to the finals or even perhaps win it all, that no one anticipated them to win. So among all of these teams that have made the playoffs, including the play-in teams, so that means we're basically talking about 1 through 10 on the Eastern and Western Conference. Who, in y'all opinion, could be that team that shocks some people and be like, damn, them folks turned up? I got an idea who they could be, in my opinion. At first, you would ask me this, let's say, you would ask me this in February, I would have put my Phoenix Suns in that category. But this last month and the month of March, all them L's we've been taking, I mean, I get it, we've been injured, but it's just not looking good. I don't think we're going to be able to click in such short time span like that. So I think I would remove us out of that category. We're probably going to go home in short fashion in the first round, as much as I hate to say it. But hey, it's still an improvement from last year. And then, let's see, we got I don't see the Wolves, my opinion, doing anything. On the Western Conference, as much as I would love to say the Warriors because of the Steph Curry fan in me, I don't think they can do shit. Neither do I think the Clippers. If I had to say somebody on the Western Conference, I would say it's between two teams, and that would be the Rockets. Like maybe if they can get it together and stop blowing these big ass leads like they've been doing in this season, Kevin Durant can actually step up and be that dude, you know. But I mean, I don't think it's very likely, but I could see the Rockets potentially doing something like this, making it much farther than people anticipated. And I will also say that this would be very, very big for Kevin Durant's legacy if he was able to do this. And then, of course, as much as I hate to admit this, the other team in the West, in my opinion, would probably be the Lakers. Because, you know, they love to cheat for the motherfucking Lakers. Like, any team that LeBron is on, they going to cheat for him. And then on top of it, it's the Lakers, too. You know, they love to cheat for the Lakers historically. Because they used to do the same shit when Kobe was there. So I'm not going to tell no lies. They used to cheat for Kobe, too. So, I mean, and yes, I'm well aware of the injuries. I don't think they can do anything with Luka and Austin Reeves being out. So let me go ahead and just put that out there before anyone says anything. But what I am saying is, I think because if you've been paying attention to the news, to the at least the, the updates with Luka, when he was first, it was announced that he's going to be out for how long did they say 2 to 3 weeks or whatever it was with the hamstring injury. They said he was going overseas to see some kind of doctor to, basically get some kind of treatment or whatever that maybe can help speed up his recovery, right? The moment I saw that, I said, okay, yeah, this is some bullshit. They about to have it. They writing the script. That's immediately what I said when I saw this. And then I think it was either today or yesterday, I saw them saying Luka is on his way back to the States now, and he's planning to get reevaluated for the team. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all what the script is gonna be with that. Even though I'm gonna dive a little deeper in it when we get to this KD versus LeBron segment. But Luka is gonna return. I'm gonna just tell y'all that. I'm gonna go ahead and say that, and then I'll go more into detail in it when we get to that segment. Luka is absolutely gonna play. So that's the reason why I'm putting the Lakers in this category as well. Because with Luka returning, they can cheat and help them get past him. And then, of course, they're going to give LeBron all the credit. Say, oh, look at him, 41, still advancing in the play. You know the narratives they're going to push. I'm telling y'all right now what's going to happen. I'm going to drop the link for somebody who want to come up. Hold up. There you go. They messed up losing to Portland. They're going to have to play 2 and face OKC. Hold up. Who you talking? You talking about the Clippers, I'm guessing, right? And then about Steph, though, bro, Paz has to become. I agree with you. That's what I was saying. Steph is gonna. I think in order for them to get past the Clippers, Steph's gonna have to have a good game, like anywhere between that 25 to 30 mark, and Paz have a good game. He got to give us, if he can get them like anywhere between 18, 20, and then somebody else can just chip in some, like it'd be kind of balanced. But let's say Porzingis come in and give you about anywhere between 18, 20, they could win that way. Or it could be a moment Steph get like 40, Porzingis pitch in about 15. Porzingis gets about I mean, shit. Podzinski, motherfuckers' names kind of like give you about 15, and they can win that way. And then, of course, the rest of it spread it out. But it's got to be something like that. Maybe the House. I think they could make it far. Hell no, the House ain't going nowhere. The House ain't going no motherfucking way. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. So you saying Minnesota? I have never been sold on Minnesota. Look, I was in 2023. I was somewhat. I mean, not 23, 24. I was somewhat sold on them then. When they swept us, I was like, damn. Because they were playing pretty good goddamn motherfucking defense. And then, of course, they ended up beating the defending champions too. The Nuggets. So I was like, okay. Minnesota might win it all, but this is something I noticed about Ant-Man that I think is kind of a shame. He don't have a good motor. Like, Ant-Man be getting tired. I don't know if it's because the nigga be smoking a lot of weed, whatever it is, but that nigga, he be getting tired out there on the court, and he's way too young to be getting tired like that. So that's kind of, to me, the reason why I don't believe in Minnesota. Also, not just because, obviously Anthony Edwards is elite, but I also don't think he has a good enough supporting cast to go far. So that's why I didn't say Minnesota. That's just my opinion. Shout out to you, Posted Clips. Shout out to the Caribbean. I fuck with the Caribbean. I think the dark horse is in the East to get to the finals. Okay, yeah. So I just didn't get to the East yet, but yeah, I was gonna address the Eastern ones too. The Rockets are good, but they have bad chemistry because of KD. I agree. That's kind of a trend, Miles. He did the same shit to us with the Phoenix Suns when he was there with us. He fucked our chemistry up. We was the number 1 seed before Kevin Durant got. I could agree that OKC might not repeat because they don't like them. I can see that. The NBA try to sell team. They OKC might turn out to be like the Spurs. Like, as great as the Spurs were in the 2000s, they never won back to back. Like, they'll win one, lose, win one, lose, win another one. That's what when they won. It was 1999. They got the first one. The second one was in 2003. The third was in 2005, and then the fourth was 2007, and then the last one they got in 2014. So they kept skipping year. I think I can see OKC kind of being like that. But yeah, to deal with the Eastern Conference, to me, the Eastern Conference is a little bit more interesting. Because to me, and this could be crazy that what the take I'm about to say, but I just seen them motherfuckers and I'm like, damn, these little niggas kind of scary. And the team that I'm looking at that could be the dark horse in the Eastern Conference could be them motherfucking 9 seed Hornets. If you pay attention, the Hornets, now obviously the season is different from, the season is different from the playoffs. There's a lot of teams that look real good in the season. Then once the playoffs hit, they start, crumbling. But what's good, Emmanuel? But these goddamn Hornets, they done blew out pretty much all of the top teams in the fucking NBA so far. They blew out OKC. They blew my Suns out. They blew the Lakers out. Obviously, I don't think they're elite, but I'm not sure if they blew out the Spurs or not. I think they did cook the Nuggets as well. Like, them niggas, when them little niggas get hot, they become dangerous, bro. And then they got some athletic. They little nigga Brandon Miller, and of course Miles Bridges. Watch out for them little niggas. You know what, Emmanuel? I can rock with the Sixers too, but the only thing is the same issue that the Sixers has always had. Is this nigga Embiid going to be available? Is Embiid finally going to be able to step up and take them to the next level? Also, lately, Tyrese Maxey hasn't been looking the same either. So, I don't know. I could see the 76ers. It wouldn't shock me, I'll say that, if the 76ers did something. But low-key, it would because their availability, they got a lot of injury-prone players. Like Paul George is also injury-prone, right? So, unless Paul George go ahead and get some more of them PEDs in the playoffs and they don't test him for it, I don't think they're going to do that. Yeah, I agree with you. I think the Spurs is next year. A lot of people is riding high on them this year. I think they're a year away from winning it. So, yeah, that's what I say it is. Maxey just came back from injury. Okay, I mean, I get that. But at the same time, still what I said is still the truth. Like, he hasn't been the same so far. Who knows? Maybe he turned it up a notch when the playoffs hit. Because I actually kind of like the Sixers. So I would love to see Maxey go, step it up and get back to where he was at. But we need more size and rebounding in Charlotte. Yeah, I feel that. But we don't see some small ball lineups win some shit before. Yeah, that's what I said. I said that earlier. Paul George has been looking pretty good lately. What's good, Paul?
Yo, what's up? What's going on, bro?
So who do you think it could be like the dark horse in the NBA that could kind of shock everybody?
Wow, man. I'm looking like the team that you're just talking about, the Hornets. I think that's the team that teams have in the Eastern Conference have to look after, bro. Now, I was gonna say Orlando, but I don't know if what's his name, Wagner is gonna come back or not. I'm not sure about that. I was gonna pick the Orlando Magic, especially against the Boston Celtics. I think Orlando Magic would have given Boston Celtics a hell of a challenge in the first round. They would have wore out the Boston Celtics before they meet the Knicks, because I think the Knicks are going to go to the second round over the Hawks.
Yeah, I agree.
But in regards to the 76ers, man, oh man, like they were rolling in the beginning of the season. All of a sudden, this Paul George thing happened. Joel Embiid, like I also was looking forward to them to do something big in the playoffs this year, but unfortunately, they might not make the playoffs. So yeah, that's all I got for now.
Yeah, the Sixers, man. I'm not a Sixers fan, but I kind of, to a degree, because I just didn't like how everybody used to talk about Embiid and stuff like that. Because I mean, I think he's pretty damn good. It just he keep on catching a bad break.
Yeah, for real.
And it would be nice to see him finally get over the hump and at least make it. Because I don't even think he's never even been to the conference finals, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it'd be nice to at least see him get to the conference finals and compete. Now, I don't see them beating the Celtics. I don't think that, because that's who I believe is going to be there. Wait, they have to face him in the first round though. So damn.
Yeah, that's gonna be the first round. If my memory serves me right, it's 76ers versus the Magic, and the Hornets. Wait, who's the play-in right now? Who's in the play-in right now at the moment?
The play-in is the Sixers and the Magic, and then the Heat and the Hornets.
The Heat. I forgot.
Yeah.
How can I forget about the Heat? Damn, bro. Nah, but the only team that comes to mind about being the dark horse and coming into the play-in is the Hornets. That's it. Like all these other teams, I'm not relying on them, but I think that's going to be the team that's going to end up with the 7th seed, possibly the 7th seed.
Yeah.
And the one that's probably going to be ending up in the 8th seed, I wanted to say the Heat, but I think the Orlando Magic have a shot to fill that
You don't
to
think
fill
the
that up.
Hornets will beat them?
Yeah, the Hornets. Yeah, the Hornets. Hmm.
Yeah, that's what, because I actually got the Hornets beating the Heat.
Yeah, yeah. The Hornets are definitely beating the Heat. And then
So
Orlando, I think Orlando got a shot of beating the 76ers. So yeah, the Orlando Magic in the 8th and the Hornets in the 7th. So I think Orlando's gonna face the Pistons, and I have the Hornets facing the Boston Celtics.
hey, playoff P might get activated this year, bro. You never
Ah,
know.
come on, bro. Come on, bro. Yo, that dude ain't the same anymore, bro. Like, yo, I don't know
Hey,
what's going on with.
it's like ever since he started calling himself that shit, the nigga went down here.
Yeah, right. Nah, my sense on that is, yo, stop doing these podcasts. Focus primarily on the game, bro. Just
Yeah,
focus, like, put your 100% focus on the playoffs, bro. I think that podcast shit. I think, in my opinion, players should actually start that after their careers, not during their careers. Like Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. I think that's also it's kind of getting in the way with their careers at the moment. But yeah, man, like my stance would be like, if your career is so active, yo, leave that shit on the side for now and just focus primarily on your team, bro. That's what I would say.
I agree with it. You know, Dylan Brooks said that, and a lot of people tried to attack him. But Dylan Brooks was saying he don't understand why these players got their own podcasts right now. Like he said, if you pay attention, all of the players that got a podcast, their games has declined. And he was like, look at Draymond and LeBron.
Right? Yo, for real. Nah, he's right. He's
And
right.
Paul George. Matter of fact, because he talked about Paul George too. he said because my the Suns, we played him in the midst of I think not too long ago before he got suspended, and he said he knew that nigga was on something because he said because normally after you play people so much, you kind of get a feel to what they capable of and how they move. He was like, this nigga was like moving kind of quick, and he was taking off a little bit faster and higher than he normally do. He was like, yeah, it's something wrong.
Yeah, for real.
And then they tested that nigga and he got caught.
All right, so what's the plan for the West right now?
So to play in for the West, you got the Suns with the 7th seed. So we face off against the Trailblazers. And then you got the Clippers and the Warriors.
Yo, bro, what's up with Booker?
Booker's actually been playing pretty well lately.
Oh, so they're gonna be at full strength.
Yeah, the problem is I think it's unfortunate Dylan's not the same no more. He's struggling.
Damn,
like,
bro.
He just came back from injury. He broke his hand. And he's still wearing the cast he's playing. So I think Dylan's not 100%. So we kind of been falling off a little lately. But I mean, who knows? Maybe they can get it together. It's been because I think his first game back was March the 27th. No, 31st. March 31st. And I think he played maybe 5 games or something like that. So, but yeah, Booker, he's been dropping like 30 points damn near every game it's in April and like the late March, it's been 30 plus. He's been playing pretty well.
You said they're gonna face who again?
Well, we go ahead and win this play-in bullshit. We got the Spurs.
Jeez.
Yeah. I
think yeah,
I
go
gotta
ahead.
bet that we won't get swept right now. That's
Damn, bro.
what do you think my chances of me winning this bet?
Wait, what bet? The
That we not gonna get swept against the Spurs.
oh nah. I'm sorry to say, yo, you just said those comments about Dylan Brooke, bro. Nah, man. I think I don't think it's gonna be looking good, bro.
I think Devin can get us one, man. He can get us one.
Nah, but that team, bro, they got some dogs on that team with the Spurs, bro. Young legs, bro.
Yeah.
Champagne, you got De'Aaron Fox. Yo, they a problem, bro. They're gonna be a problem for the Suns if y'all face them.
Yeah. I fuck with you, Emmanuel. Yeah, we gonna get one, bro. So I don't care if it's about 1 point. I don't care how we do it. Just give me one so I can worry about that.
I'll check out game 3 or 4.
Man, honestly, I think we're gonna have a desperation win. So it's gonna be 4.
A 4?
Yeah,
I can see that.
4. We're gonna be so desperate, like, bro, we ain't getting swept, bro. We're gonna win this way.
Damn, bro.
I don't know about that. When I be seeing the Spurs, I don't be seeing Fox doing no ball out. They be moving the ball. Yeah, okay. See, hey, Miles. Okay, see, whoever the fuck in that AC get their ass fucked up.
Yo. OKC is on another level, bro.
Yeah, that's why I was like, bro, we gotta win tomorrow because we do not need to fall in that AC. Then we go get swept.
Yo, for real, bro. You definitely don't want to see OKC, bro.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I don't know, bro. Them little niggas is different, bro. Cause they defense be crazy, bro. It's like somehow it be seeming like they be having 6 players on the court. I swear to God, it looks like they have 6 players because they press you all the way up the court. They play you 95 feet, and like it be a nigga riding you trying to dribble the court. Then you get up the court, it's like 2 niggas be on you trapping, and then you pass the ball out, you move the ball, you think you got an open shot. Next thing you know, it's another dude closing you out. You be like, what the fuck? How did they get over there that quick?
Yeah, they suffocated Timberwolves last year, bro.
Yeah, bro, they be suffocating the hell out of you. Like, say it's certain times, like, and then one thing I like about OKC, bro, is Shea got that dog in him where he likes statement game. Like when it's a game, like when they was pushing this Wemby or Luka needs to win MVP, OKC start. Like we all saw what they did to the Lakers. They were like, okay, you saying Luka should win over me? All right.
Yo.
And then they didn't play the Spurs again. But you know, obviously the Spurs did get him trouble in the season. But I gotta say the season is different from the playoffs. I tell folks that all the time. You can never judge it strictly
off a regular season.
Because
we agree.
Factors that comes in, like it could be, let's say, one team coming from a back-to-back. So, you know, they're a little fatigued and you fresh. So that can help you. And then it's a totally different ball game when you're strategizing on how to stop exactly, particularly that team, opposed to, okay, we just faced the Suns, now we got to play them. And then, it's way shorter game plans. But yeah, for me right now with my Suns, I would prefer to play the Spurs over the damn.
Yeah, the Spurs don't even have experience with the best player don't even have experience in the playoffs.
That's what
So
I'm
that's
saying.
the best bet.
We make it take advantage of that. Get his big ass in foul trouble or some shit and win a few games out there.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so you got the Spurs clearly going to the second round. You got OKC going to the second round.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers, the Rockets. Who you got?
Well, let's go ahead and go to that next topic. We about to discuss KD and LeBron. So right now, currently, if it happens the way they tried to make us think it's gonna happen, then I clearly got the Houston Rockets beating them. Like I don't know if you was just over there, if you listened in a little bit on Rated R Sports Debates, they was talking about this, right? And
yeah, I was there.
Okay, so you saw some of the Bron sexuals being delusional. They were saying that, first off, it was a nigga that was in there saying that that LeBron, if he was on the Rockets, that he would be the number one option, which I could possibly agree with that. But this is the thing. They would be ass. They would not be good. They absolutely wouldn't be the fifth seed if they had LeBron instead of, because LeBron's not good enough to be the number one option no more and actually win. He's gonna get his numbers, but it's not gonna impact the game enough.
Right.
And that's what it's been like for like the past 5 years, and people act like they don't notice it.
Nah, it's like, it's like they always say, when you repeat the same thing, what is that saying? When you make the same mistakes again and again, that's the meaning of insanity. How does that go?
The definition of insanity is basically repeating the same thing and expecting a different result.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the definition of LeBron fans and they delusional fan base.
Bro, this dude Tyree, bro. Me and Tyree, that me and him went back and forth a couple of times already.
Right.
This dude out of his mouth said that LeBron's defense will be reliable for the Lakers. I'm like, yo, bro, you can't believe the dumb shit that comes out of your mouth, bro. You can't. You cannot be serious, bro.
The crazy part. That's why it's delusional, because they be asking.
Yeah, I think that was the only Bron sexual in the lot. I think everyone else was just a Laker. Like they were just choosing Lakers, but he's the only one that be saying off the wall shit. But to my thought about the series, Mookie was right to a degree that there are going to be trapping Kevin Durant. Like he's going to be committing a lot of turnovers. But the one thing that I think Udoka is going to do is have somebody else bring the ball down instead of KD, which he's going to have KD play off ball, catch and shoot type of.
That's their best bet, yeah. Because when they played the Lakers, I didn't understand when Kevin Durant was getting trapped and shit and committing a lot of turnovers during the season. I didn't understand why he was bringing the ball up. Like, bro, get him off the ball. That doesn't make sense. It's the same. Matter of fact, it's the same thing that the Warriors did to beat Houston last year. Because if you can remember, obviously Steph Curry is better at getting trapped than Kevin Durant was. But the Rockets was blitzing him a lot. And they were also allowing them to keep hugging and holding this nigga, and they weren't calling that. So what the adjustment they did, they had to have somebody else bring the ball up and Steph try to kind of get set in the half court because they wasn't allowing him to bring the ball up the court without smothering the fuck out of him and wearing him down. Kevin Durant, even though you got a good handle for your height, I say this all the time, you should never be trying to dribble that much. Like let it be a
Mm-hmm.
let it be a luxury to your game, not something that your go to. Because regardless of how good your handle is, you are still 7 feet. And what that means is that, bro, the ball is still what's there, Tam? So the ball is still very
bro.
high off the ground because you're 7 feet, which makes it easier to steal that shit.
Right. Now I think it will change. Like I said, man, I don't think Udoka's gonna have KD constantly bring the ball. But one of the reasons why he does it is because Fred VanVleet went down before the season started.
Right, right.
So they lost their primary point guard, which is effed up. He would have made a huge difference for the season for the Lakers. I mean, not the Lakers, the Rockets. Now, in regards to LeBron and the Lakers, yes, you're going to be seeing more defense because Luka and Austin Reeves are not playing. However, who is going to be your primary scores for that other side? Because all they were doing was talking about Kevin Durant and how Lakers were going to throw all this defensive schemes against KD. But what about the other side? What about the other way around? They're not paying
Uh,
attention to that.
True. So this is what I'm gonna make my quick little prediction real quick of what I think is gonna happen with this series. This one I actually hope I'm wrong though. Playing I'm wrong. But this is what I think is gonna happen. Obviously, if Luka Doncic doesn't return, they're gonna lose. Go ahead and put that out there. But like I told you, remember what I said a little earlier. With Luka, they saying he went to a special doctor overseas, and now he's coming back to get reevaluated. What I think is going to happen is that those, I think 2 to 3 weeks that they said, probably is going to get knocked down to about 7 days, a week or some shit. That's what I believe is going to happen. And the first couple games, Houston probably is going to look dominant over them because LeBron cannot handle them by himself. He's overrated as fuck. He's gonna put up some stats, and then his fan base gonna get a hard on, talking about his numbers at 41 years old, and he gonna be getting his ass whooped. And then Luka's gonna return out of nowhere, and they're gonna start winning. And they're gonna flip the series. That's what I believe they're gonna do. Like I say, I would love to be wrong. Love to be wrong.
You
Because I
wrong.
would see them niggas get swept.
Wrong. Lakers getting swept.
I knew you were gonna say that shit.
Y'all gotta listen, man. Let me tell you something real quick. Y'all, people think it's a light switch you can just click. Houston was probably banged up or whatever the case may be, but they trying to win. Kevin Durant is not going to let no team with Bronny on the roster. Man, can you imagine what the story would be if Lakers win? I don't even care if Durant comes back. I mean, if Luka come back. Bronny on that team. That man get any playoff minutes, bro. Durant lose.
Your background was super, like, I don't know, it's like bad.
Too loud or too low? Let me put my computer down, man. Because I was moving to my chair. Is that better?
Hold on, say something.
Is it a little bit better?
Yeah, I think it is.
Because I was just moving around. Sorry about that.
Okay, yeah, it's good now.
Okay. Yeah, I just can't see Lakers pulling it off with LeBron. Any team that got LeBron on the roster, bro. I'm telling you, it's not happening, man. I'm not gonna be a hater, bro. I'm being real, bro. I just don't see too many players got to play good for the Lakers to win. For LeBron to look good.
I just hope the Rockets don't be doing that shit they've been doing with them. One while they looking like they up a lot, then they just blow the goddamn league. Hopefully they can keep that shit under control.
Well, you got 4 games. So We're gonna see, man. This Kevin Durant's time to show what he could do. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'd rather not see Luka come back, to be honest with you, because this
Oh,
is
I would too.
LeBron and Luka. LeBron and Durant, because everybody think LeBron is better than a lot of people.
And he's not. I agree.
Yeah, because they always talk about he better than Michael Jordan, but Luka is the #1 scorer in the NBA, right?
Yeah.
Michael
Mm-hmm.
Jordan had a #1 scorer when he was at 40 years old.
Shit, he didn't never even have the number 10 score.
And none of that. So can you imagine if I think it was T-Mac at the time. Can you imagine if Michael Jordan and T-Mac was on the same team together?
Yeah, Michael Jordan and T-Mac or Kobe, any of the elite scorers at that time.
So whenever people give LeBron credit, somebody else has to be playing amazing. #1. The Durant don't have a #1 score.
Yeah.
So when you see LeBron against Durant, let's see them two. Let's see Joker versus Wembanyama. I don't want to see Wembanyama, Joel Embiid, Kyrie Irving against Joker. Come on, man.
I agree with that. Yeah, 100%.
That's the only reason that people could talk good about LeBron. That's every time I speak, they always think I'm hating on LeBron, and I say, bro, if AD don't have 35 points, LeBron gets punished. If Ray Allen don't hit that shot, LeBron gets punished. If Kyrie Irving don't drop 41 points, LeBron gets punished. Joker don't have all of that. Joker won championships without future Hall of Famers. You know what I mean? I want to see basketball. It used to be competition, and now you got to see these guys with all of these guys on one team and stuff. And that's the only thing that I hold against LeBron, and I never give him credit. I don't care.
I'm the same. The same. He got way too much help on his team. And then on top of that, it'd have been a little different if he had all the help on his team, but he kept winning. He'd be losing with it. And they make excuses for that.
Then they say that Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen. I said, you're right, but Michael Jordan made Scottie. LeBron had that opportunity with Andrew Wiggins. He told him to get rid of Wiggins, give me Kevin Love.
Yep. Yep.
And Kevin Love came in averaging 30-some points, 15 rebounds, and that's when they started giving LeBron credit.
You know, it's crazy. You say now why got to show up. But look, here's the thing too. It's crazy. I was just checking. I was talking to my brother, and we so happen to be talking about a topic with the NBA, and I so happened to look at the numbers for 2018. And when I looked at it, Kevin Love was balling in the finals.
That's right.
He had one bad game. I like, damn, Kevin Love had about 2010, 2012, 2013 every game.
Kevin Love had that bad game. You remember what they said about Kevin Love that time he had that bad game?
It was the closeout game. He had a bad game. But this is the thing. LeBron had a bad game. Both of them did.
No, but when Kevin Love had a bad game, you remember what they said about him?
He was washed.
They said he was all kind of washed up. He was terrible.
Yeah.
They said LeBron need more help. And LeBron played worse.
I was like, damn. I didn't pay attention that Kevin Love was playing that well. And then
yeah, that's right. Everybody has to play well. When LeBron plays bad, they say that they say, for instance, Kevin Love had 30-some points and LeBron got 12. They'll say LeBron and Kevin Love combined for 52.
They sure will. They sure to do that shit.
People will not say LeBron had a bad game. They leave us to say that, then they call us haters. That's the part that I be trying to say. Y'all call Kevin Love out. They said last year when the Minnesota Timberwolves, they said LeBron could play 1 through 5. Rudy Gobert mopped the floor with LeBron. And then they said Luka Doncic was fat. I was like, wow. They said Darvin Ham didn't know what he was doing. They said everybody didn't know nothing. The only person that knew what they doing was LeBron James. How dare y'all put these bums around LeBron James? I was like, wow. I couldn't believe it, bro. So listen, they have to prove me wrong. Every year LeBron proved me right.
Yep, I agree. Same with me. Like that's the thing. people that get mad say that you a LeBron hater for saying certain stuff, but y'all gotta at least pay attention to the fact that this nigga prove us right every goddamn year. Like he lose every fucking year. The same way we say he be losing.
That's Kevin Love have an amazing game, or Kyrie Irving have an amazing game, or Anthony Davis has an amazing game, or Luka Doncic. That's the only way this boy could win. So I would love to see him versus Kevin Durant head up. Then if he beat Kevin Durant and Bronny gets some minutes, oh, I'll give him some credit. I'll give him a little credit for that. I will. Because Durant got that center. I like that center on Houston's team. I like their lineup right now, Houston's lineup. Both teams
Bro,
is like,
hold on. We got some bullshit up in the comments. So, Emmanuel, you just said every superstar that plays with LeBron disappears except Luka. Nigga, if that ain't so farthest from the truth, nigga, I don't know what is. That's super cap.
that's
So
definitely
Kyrie didn't disappear. Nigga, go look at Kyrie's numbers in 2017 when they lost to the Warriors. Go look at Kevin Love numbers in 2018 when they lost to the Warriors. Then you can move over to the Western Conference. Look at AD numbers when they lost. Look at look at Luka's numbers last year when they lost, and Austin Reeves as well. Matter of fact, when they was getting their ass whooped by the Nuggets, Austin Reeves and AD was playing pretty damn good. Go look at the numbers.
all you got to do is start with the 4 championships that LeBron's won. Okay, Ray Allen hit the shots. That's a superstar. Okay, D Wade stepped up. Remember Lance Stevenson blew in LeBron's ear.
Uh-huh.
D Wade lit him up after that. LeBron didn't do nothing to Lance Stevenson. The D Wade was the one that got rid of Lance Stevenson in Indiana Pacers. Okay, and if you go to Cleveland when he won the third one, Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving got hurt. They got destroyed when LeBron was out there. When Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving came back, that's when they beat Golden State with the 73-9 record. And then when they won it in the bubble, AD put that team on his back. So along with JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard, that was the meat and potatoes. Those guys, y'all could talk about their careers, but in those moments, those were the guys who stepped up. So if you say superstars don't step up, only one that stepped up was Luka, that's not true at all. Go look at the 4 championships LeBron got.
Really crazy. And then you said, to be fair, KD fries a lot of people. Giannis was scared to guard. See, that's another excuse that you looking to make for him because I like KD, but I'm not a super fan of him. But I'm also not a KD hater. So I'm like kind of neutral. I would say I like him more than I dislike him. But I also have to be truthful about it. I don't seen people lock up KD before. Like what I saw in 22, I couldn't believe what I was saying. The nigga Jason Tatum and the Celtics locked his shit up. I ain't never seen dude play that bad. So it can be done. You can lock them up. LeBron just couldn't do it.
I think this team that KD's on, the best looking KD, actually outside of the Brooklyn Nets team, because he just played more of a team. He looked more of a team kind of guy. I think these guys make a big mistake when they say, I'm the guy and get out my way. It's KD time. Nah, man, you got to still play team basketball all the way through to the end. So I think the Houston team, he looks more of a team, he plays his role well, but you can't be the man, you know, because Jordan passed to Steve Kerr at that right moment. Just when everybody thought he hit it, it was man. That was a team play to make it the right moment. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he looks better with a team concept with Houston. You know, he's not none of these guys are like. I mean, if they need KD is the kind of guy that could take the game over at the end. I wouldn't gauge this playoffs on his pass.
No, I was just saying because since he was saying to be fair to KD, right? He basically was trying to put that as excuse for why Brown was getting his ass cooked. And I'm saying, no, it can be done. It don't matter. You said they was double teaming them. It doesn't matter. Superstars get double teamed all the time. You gotta adjust, bro.
He said the family said the kid was a guy on the net. He was tough. No, I said, what he say? I said they play team. I'm about the team concept, bro. You know, I'm a team guy, so I'm not all about these like the Joker play team basketball. Wimbyana, these guys play team basketball. So I really like that structure, that concept. And if your team needs you at the end of the game to take it over, then that's what you're supposed to do. But I know who can't take the game over at the end of the game when their team need them. I know who can't. I put all my money on that they can't win the game at the end. And as soon as you shoot a brick, guess what everybody gonna say? But look at his stats. He had that game. Look at his stats. I'm like, man, cut it out. It's so quick to jump to the stats, bro. I say, man, y'all must have went to school for statisticians the way they talk about this man's stats, bro. They don't even talk about dudes' shoes no more. Remember what they used to talk about what shoes these dudes play in?
Yeah.
They just talk about this dude's stats now. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life, bro. They don't even watch the game. They wait till the game over. He get beat, and then they go to his stat line.
But see, look, you're talking about the one-on-one thing, Miles. All of the all-time great level players, but none of them niggas can be guarded one-on-one. None of them. You're not going to guard them one-on-one. It takes a team effort to really stop them. We're not talking about that. What I'm saying is all of these other great that I'm saying, I never seen, like, you never seen nobody just straight up lock Michael Jordan up, whether they double teaming or not. You never seen it. You never seen them. I never seen them straight up lock Kobe up for a whole series. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole series you shot back. I haven't seen it. You could somewhat say that, I suppose, with Steph Curry, if you want to count 26. But even in 2016, though, the finals, he still had a 38-point game. So they didn't lock him up, and he had another high 20-something point guy. So they didn't straight up lock him up. Was he himself? No, it was a bad series. But they didn't straight up lock him up. But outside of that series, nobody's locked him up. He's lost some series, but he never got locked up. I've seen LeBron get his ass locked up for a series. I've seen Kevin Durant get his ass locked up for a series.
Who locked LeBron up for the series?
Nigga, who didn't lock him up for a series?
But let me hear who you say.
Nigga, Dallas locked his ass up for a series.
Who you say?
Dallas.
Oh, nah. I was talking about people, specific people. Like, because I agree.
No, I'm talking about even with a team effort. I'm just saying in general.
Curry locked LeBron down. He put the clamps on that boy.
You say Curry did?
Jason Terry.
Oh.
Jason Terry put the clamps on LeBron.
Hey, that don't even sound right. Jason Terry locking up LeBron.
That don't sound right, bro. You gotta go watch the game. Jason Terry.
No. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it didn't happen. What I'm saying is it doesn't sound right. If you didn't see the shit, you wouldn't believe it.
It happened for sure. You got the breaks over there. Let's take it in the NBA back to back. And everybody was rapping and talking about how great LeBron is. Man, them turned them lights on. That man ran like roaches. Jason Terry went out and got a tattoo put on his arm or his leg of the NBA trophy and told LeBron before the game. He told LeBron he was about to cook him. And man, they looked at that man like, how dare you talk to LeBron like that? And man, people couldn't believe their eyes when they saw what they were seeing, bro. And then I remember they talked about it because I remember when Steve Kerr got sick and they made Mike Brown the head coach temporarily, right? And Mike Brown moved Andre Iguodala into the starting lineup, right?
Yeah.
And they kept talking about how great LeBron is. He was a runaway train, get out of his way. I'm like, man, what is y'all talking about? Man, they put Iguodala in front of that man. And Iguodala said, I won't get out of his way. And that man got the MVP, bro. They keep trying to dog Steph for not getting it because Iguodala put the clamps on LeBron that game. They kept talking about even though LeBron got the clamps put on his stats, he still should have won the MVP.
Nah, nigga, if you pay attention to it, it probably looked like LeBron should have stopped shooting so much. Because that nigga percentages was terrible.
That's what I know. But see, you know, I told everybody really watch the Denver Nuggets game, not this year, but like last year and the year before last. All of the scouting reports show let LeBron score, let him shoot. If you let LeBron shoot, nobody else is involved. So every time he scored, they be like, "Ooh, look at I say, bro, that's in the scouting report. They won in the score.
You talk about 2007. You think the Rockets are gonna let LeBron shoot in this series?
Yeah, if they do, they gonna sweep the Lakers.
The two best shooters in the Lakers are not even playing, bro, or they questionable. Like, come on, bro. Like, who's picking the Lakers, bro? With the third option, 41-year-old, as the number one option for the series for that team, bro. I don't understand these people sometimes, bro.
Oh, you saying say that again?
Look at this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm trying to understand.
Oh yeah. No, I was saying that. I'm saying that if LeBron James is he's the certified third option. He's below Austin Reeves. He's below Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic and Reeves are clearly the best shooters of the team, right? So it's like if they, like you said, if they let LeBron shoot, that's it. It's a wrap.
Oh yeah, if they don't go to Hitchimero, Marcus Smart, all them other guys, man, it's over. Because I don't believe LeBron is the third option. That's what people say. I would take Hitchimero over LeBron as my third option right now on that team. As far as when I say third option, I'm talking about if the game is on the line. Who do I want the ball? I don't even want LeBron on the floor with 5 seconds on the clock. Because his decision making they call him the best decision maker. Man, I'm like, what is y'all talking about? So they looking at. Did you see when the Giannis plucked him from the behind and blocked this shot?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Emmanuel, you got to be stopped, bro. You got to be stopped. Because you said when Jordan came back wearing 45 and got put out by Orlando, he got locked up. How, nigga? He had multiple 30-plus, 40-plus games. How?
They think because you have a bad
game. It wasn't Michael Jordan.
There you go. They think because you wasn't him, they lock another person that's locking you up.
That's not getting locked up. So you showing your age, you showing that you just listen to niggas like Nick Wright and Shannon Sharp and don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Yo, I think he also listens to Tyree too.
Really trying to get y'all right. They doing it too. It's like somebody steals something. Yeah, but what about him stealing? Nigga, he's looking for something to land on, man. Ain't anybody
like you got the ability to Google shit before you say some bullshit. Look it up.
Oh, UAN.
Before you type.
UAN also UAN. Didn't Michael Jordan lead the series in points per game?
He did.
There you go.
He just wasn't Michael Jordan. See, it's a difference. Like Michael Jordan was like a god-like player. You just wasn't used to seeing him lose. So that's why they was saying 45, not 23.
But you know how
who was it? Anderson, right? Or who was it?
Nick Anderson.
Nick Anderson. There you go.
But you know how you did all of those conversations? All you got to say before you get into it is just say Michael Jordan played all 82 games.
So you said you lived it. So if you lived it, then you should know that he didn't get locked up then.
Played all 82 games. He never sat out against OKC and then turned around and played against sorry-ass Golden State. Get the hell.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see. Look, the difference is, Miles, I can go and pull up KD's numbers right now for Boston. And I haven't, without checking it, because I watched the series, bro. He was getting this shit locked up, bro. I couldn't believe it because I actually betted on, I picked the Nets to beat them.
For real?
Yeah, I did. I actually did.
Wow.
I was like, Kevin Durant is gonna, put them over the hump, and they got Kyrie. They got some pretty good offense and stuff. I was like, yeah, I'll pick them to upset Boston, because a lot of people was talking about it even on ESPN, like the 7-seeded Nets, they could end up upsetting somebody. That's a team you might want to avoid, even though they low in the standings. Because keep in mind, they were only low in the standings because Kyrie missed more than half of the season due to that vaccine bullshit.
Right.
But since they was back on the floor and stuff, I thought, okay, they could beat them. Because keep in mind, some of them games were close. So if Kevin Durant would have just played like normal Kevin Durant, they could have beat them. The problem was he was getting his ass locked up.
Yo, bro, that brings bad memories because, they had game 1 and they passed it up to JT, and JT laid it up before the buzzer beater, bro. You remember that play?
I'm trying. I think I
Game
remember.
1?
It's like crazy. I was working. I remember that. I think it was one of the games I was actually working in the middle of it.
Yeah, man. JT had a game winner in game 1.
I think I might remember some shit like that. But yeah, I can't say I can. It's just fresh in my memory, like I remember it like it was yesterday. But I do.
One of those games. Yeah, and one of those games, the Nets were blowing out the Celtics. They came back and they beat them. They won the game. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, and it's crazy that you it's cool that you bring this up right now, Miles. You said Curry was on a mission. I forgot what Boston did before the finals. So, right, which is crazy, right? Because it's a perfect time, I think, to go ahead and transition over to this last topic. Because I've been seeing people still say this, in my opinion, ignorant bullshit that Steph needed KD in order to beat LeBron. I just think it's utter nonsense. Because I think enough, in the beginning, if you wanted to say that, I could somewhat hear you out. Even though I still would disagree, I could somewhat hear you out. But we done seen KD struggle on every team he's been on since he's left them, the Warriors. And then on top of that, that same Boston team that dismantled Kevin Durant, swept them, Steph Curry with a lesser teammate. He didn't have nobody on his team that was as talented as Kyrie. Beat them for a championship. So like after that nonsense has been shut down, but they still pushing this shit. Like Man Down Sports. He's still saying this shit, saying that and that's why I was saying I wish YD could come up here for that one, because he came up on Man Down Sports when he was saying this, and he was actually trying to challenge Mel on it, but he kept on cutting him off and wouldn't let him really speak. But here's the truth. If you want to say LeBron, I don't think the Warriors would have won, 2 out of 3 championships when they made it to the finals without Kevin Durant. I could entertain that. That makes sense. Let's say if they make it to the finals 3 times. Let's just go with they made it to the finals 3 times. And let's just say you believe LeBron would have won 2 and Steph would have won 1. I could entertain that. But this notion that they didn't have a chance at beating LeBron at all without Kevin Durant makes 0 sense. Because y'all love to brag about LeBron coming back from a 3-1 deficit, but you never even think about how did LeBron even get down 3-1 if he's so great. Doesn't make sense.
There you go. There you go.
That's the part and then you got to add the context. Andrew Bogut, they starting center, the rim protector, got injured game 5. Draymond Green got suspended game 5. Andre Iguodala also got, even though he was still able to play through it, he got injured in game 6. Then they came back and won. So the fact that they still went down to the wire, it went 7 games, and obviously Golden State wasn't 100%. You tell me that equals Steph can't beat LeBron? That doesn't make sense.
Well, that kind of go back to what we were saying on the last show, where anytime people want to talk good about LeBron, you got to talk bad about somebody else.
Yes. Yes.
So they trying to downgrade that to make LeBron look good. It changes the whole conversation, if you ask me, because we're talking about, because everything you just said was right, and we all saw that series. But what does that have to do with the LeBron? They trying to downplay that, like Steph wouldn't have did this. It's like a hypothetical situation. Like this wouldn't happen, that wouldn't happen. If LeBron would have never said, "I'm taking my talent to South Beach," see, I go back to that when they talking like that, because everything is hypothetical. You know what I mean? And they only talk bad about people to make him look good. You know what I mean? That's just one of those kind of conversations when I hear it, when I'm listening to it.
Yep. And I'm gonna also respond to that too. Kyrie Irving hitting a game winner for Cleveland. That one made LeBron the GOAT, supposedly to his fans, bro.
Yes.
Well, I went to all the 4. I went to the Ray Allen shot. I even went to the AD shot in the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Every success that LeBron has had when it comes to championship, it has always come to the hands of a Luka Doncic, somebody averaging 30 points, Kyrie averaging 41 points in game 5, and all them points he hit throughout the series, and on top of the game-winning shot. You know what I'm saying? Tristan Thompson getting up on the glass with Windex. That man had like 16 boards in one game, and 15 of them was offensive rebounds. You see, I look at the little things that make up those. People just count the shots that go in. But those other things, like they talk about LeBron's passes. If he make a pass, they're going to make a big deal out of that pass. You see? And I say, how many people remember that pass? Who passed the ball to Ray Allen in the corner? Because I don't talk about that pass that Chris Bosh made. Before the brick that LeBron shot first. When LeBron came down, he tried to take the game over. He shot a brick, bro. That ball hit that rim so hard it came back to Chris Bosh, and Chris Bosh passed the ball to Ray Allen, and Ray Allen nailed that shot. How many people after Ray Allen hit that shot talked about that pass from Chris Bosh, how amazing it was, and Ray Allen wouldn't have been nothing without Chris Bosh's pass? How many people you hear talking about that?
It's crickets, bro.
Nobody talk about Chris Bosh's pass. They talk about Ray Allen hitting that shot. But in LeBron's case, if that was LeBron that made that pass, man, ain't nobody talking about no Ray Allen shot. They talking about, oh my gosh, LeBron at 41, the pass was, without that pass, it would have never happened. And man, I'm like, if y'all don't shut the hell up.
Yeah, they never give LeBron's teammates any credit, bro. They never do, bro.
Kevin Durant, Steph Curry wouldn't have did that. But what if Kevin Durant? Man, shut up. You got to give people credit for what they do, first of all.
Everybody that's up in the chat right now, go ahead. If you see it, go ahead and let me know. Do y'all believe Steph Curry needed Kevin Durant in order to beat LeBron to get a championship? Cause I always said, in my opinion, it was amazing to see. Like it was super poetic to see how fundamental and well they moved the ball and stuff like that together with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry playing together. But I also believe Steph Curry's legacy possibly would have been better had he never allowed Kevin Durant to come.
But let me ask you a question, UAN. What's the difference between Kevin Durant coming to Golden State? They already won the championship before Durant got there. What's the difference between that and D-Wade winning the championship in Miami before LeBron and all them got over there? What's the difference?
I mean, I believe that it pretty much was the same thing. They just pushed the narrative to try to say it wasn't.
So that's like saying D-Wade wouldn't have been nothing without Chris Bosh and LeBron.
Yeah.
They crazy.
Even though they do try to say shit like that, you know, they people love say, what did Kyrie do without LeBron? What did AD do without LeBron? But the difference is what they don't like to address is LeBron, when he had them, he had, other players helping them, or it was LeBron plus them. When they go out by themselves, they don't have another caliber player of LeBron's talent or close to it alongside of them. That's why they didn't win nothing without him.
Say, how come they don't say what did D Wade do without LeBron when they mention those guys?
Because they can't.
That's what I'm saying. They naming guys that's what I'm saying. See, that's
They cherry pick.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They don't name the right people.
They don't name Shaquille O'Neal. They shade on Shaquille O'Neal when he was playing with LeBron in 2010. but what did Shaq do without LeBron?
Bro, we need to get somebody on here that can do this stuff, because YD, he be trying to defend it, but this dude be talking like he ready to jump through the phone and he's the security guard for these guys or something. I'm like, eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something, man. A hug, bro. He don't even know what he's talking about. He don't even talk facts, bro. He's just a cheerleader for these fanboys, bro. So you need to get somebody on who can really defend with some logic, bro. Because you got to say, well, what did D Wade do without? D Wade wouldn't have been nothing without LeBron.
Yo, bro. Also to respond to that with this YD clown, yo, this dude says Paul Gasol is better than Kyrie Irving. Like he be saying shit like that.
Hold on, he said that?
He said that Kyrie Irving, Paul Gasol is better than Kyrie Irving. That's what he said.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Everybody,
It was bugged out.
LeBron made everybody better, but when Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt, Dellavedova and Tristan Thompson came in. What did he do to them? Did he make those guys better? They said that every time, they said that Cam Reddish, when he put on the Laker uniform, he forgot how to play basketball when he was playing with LeBron. I was like, God damn.
I forgot he didn't play for them niggas.
They dogged the nigga when he was with LeBron. That's why.
Yeah, I remember that, but I forgot about it.
Man, I ain't forget. What's that boy that played for Sacramento? Malik Monk. Man, when he was with the Lakers, they was
he so the fuck did play with them too.
They called that man garbage when he was playing with LeBron.
Another dude that played with LeBron, but he played with him in Cleveland, not with the Lakers. And then as soon as he moved from them, the nigga became elite. Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, sixth man.
Yep.
It's not too many people that kept their integrity after LeBron. Kyrie's won. Kevin Love is done. You don't hear his name no more. You don't hear Chris Bosh's name no more. All of those guys. Delonte West is on drugs on the street somewhere. Everybody's ruined after this dude. They say that's what shows how great LeBron is.
Yeah, they need to make a series called Surviving LeBron.
AD too.
Yeah, AD too. AD with the Wizards. When you got 1 foot out the league, the Wizards is like a toilet bowl of the NBA. This man got sent to the Wizards.
Yeah, that made no sense. That made no sense, bro. So that Luka AD trade was for nothing then.
What?
Yeah, well,
it was a plot to get Luka over there. That's all it was.
For the marketing, that was for the ratings.
True, Miles. If they would have just gave AD a center, maybe they could have did something. Possibly.
They gave him two.
Nah, but you got LeBron. He plays all 5 positions, remember?
It's true. That dude got the nigga that can guard all 5 positions.
He don't want to play center since he got. And what did they do? They went out and got JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. And then the next year, Dwight Howard called. The minute he called LeBron soft, man, his ass was off the team. And they kept doing JaVale Shaq in the pool. He was off the team. Now AD is center back. He was back in the team like the New Orleans Hornets, like the team he left.
Just like Mario Chalmers did.
Mario Chalmers, that's exactly right, bro. Man, you know your shit, bro. Who is this we talking? Man, this dude know his stuff, man.
Yeah, bro. I've been watching the NBA for quite some time, bro. I've seen LeBron's entire career. I know what I never bought into the hype with LeBron James. I look at this dude like a Jeep Wrangler, and these dudes are trying to promote him like he's a Porsche. Like that's what pisses me off about the media and these fanboys.
I always say they created hype and he never lived up to it. He was created, bro. And you know another dude though, bro, he never added to his game. You know how dudes get in the league and they start off one way. Like I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I'm not a JJ Redick guy, but as a basketball player, JJ Redick added to his game when he finally got out the league. Because when he came into the league, he was more like a Richard Hamilton kind of guy running off screens or Ray Allen just running around and spot up three. But then he started dribbling. His ball handles got. You could tell. I like guys where they get better. You can see like Wembanyama. Wembanyama's going in his third year this year. You can see his progression, his upsize. You see it this year from last year, right? LeBron has never to his game. He's never added nothing else to. They keep calling this dude a runaway train. Get out of LeBron's way. Man, he has not added nothing to his game since he's been.
And I also got to say this, man, like the jumper, like 2007, if we go back to 2007, right? Like, look what they did. They let him shoot and they got swept. So I would think as an all-time great player or a generational talented player, I would be like, yo, you know what? I was horrible. My jump shots were horrible. So let me work on my jump shots. If he would have worked on his jump shots, in 2011 wouldn't have happened.
I said it all the time, bro. LeBron is the only player that they push to be an all-time great, top 10 level great player that never fixed his weaknesses.
Yo, UAN, they got him number 2, bro.
Right.
It's bullshit. I say it all the time. It's bullshit. He's not number 2 all the time.
Never fixed weaknesses. That's exactly right.
Because look, when he first came into the league, what was his weaknesses? He couldn't shoot. He had no mid-range. Couldn't shoot the 3 really. He crumbled in crunch time some of the times. And
he shits the bed on the free throw line.
Bad free throw shooter, exactly, in crunch time. And he turned the ball over a lot. Fast forward all the way to now, year 23. He has them same weaknesses today.
But check this out. If you guys had weaknesses and everybody around you, your family, everybody around you that you know say, man, leave him alone. Y'all hating on him. And that got to you, and you keep, man, you ain't gonna work on it. You gotta go out there and shut them people that say, stop, y'all, they right. But if everybody defending your weaknesses, then you know what I mean? He get defended. They keep saying we hating on him. But we see it. But other people don't. They see it, but they defending it, and he listening to those people.
Because you 100% right, bro. Like in 2007, the way the Spurs embarrassed him by forcing him to shoot, and he just couldn't make none of them damn shots. There's no way, 4 years later, make it to the final with one superstar and another star on your team alongside you, and you got the same weakness. You still can't make those shots.
Yo, UAN, yo, he still has an awkward jump shot, bro. And now I'm gonna ask you this: you think, replace Kobe Bryant, replace MJ, replace with Larry Bird? You think Greg Popovich is gonna tell his players let them shoot, dare them to shoot? Hell no, bro. Hell no, bro.
Don't let LeBron shoot.
Like it was bad, bro. Like I didn't really watch the 2007 finals like that. I slightly remember it. I was still pretty young during that time. But 2011, I watched some of that. Remember it happening. And for sure, everything that happened in 2013 on to now, I watched all of that. And it's been the same stuff with him. Like, did he get better at some of the stuff? Because I know if some of the LeBron fans were to come in here, they'll say, so you telling me his three-point shot didn't get better? Sure, it got better. But he still don't have a mid-range game. See, they love to – let me tell y'all some bullshit I seen earlier today. It was crazy. So they love to post highlights. Like anybody can put together a highlight round and show somebody making mid-range jumpers and try to promote you, but y'all saying he can't shoot mid-range. Dude, he been
Right.
playing for 23 years. You got a lot of film that you can pull from to make him look good, to make it seem like he can make mid-range jumpers. But overall, he doesn't make a good number of them. If I did the same thing and pulled from his misses, I could have a lot of shit to show. And the
Yup.
crazy
And y'all,
part,
yeah,
I
go
see
ahead.
bullshit today. They were showing Bronny. This nigga,
Oh my
they
God.
showed this nigga Bummy James hitting shots saying Bronny proving that he belonged in the NBA. And they basically put together all the stuff that he made in garbage time and was making shit. And they were trying to say this proves this nigga belongs in the league. This nigga's averaging 2 points per game. What the fuck are we talking about?
All right, so I also could do the same thing for Jokic on defense. All right, let me just cherry pick all the defensive
Yes.
moments, and then be like, yo, look, he's a great defender. Like, nah, dude, stop
Yep,
it.
they do that. You're right. And they try to
Cut
do
it
it.
out.
Certain people try to do it for Luka as well. That doesn't mean that they're a good defender. That doesn't mean that they're a good player. That doesn't mean they're a good shooter. You got to look at the actual games and see what they're doing.
Desperate fanboys, man. Get them dudes out of here, bro.
You say Giannis is starting to disappoint you. I can kind of agree with that too, bro. It really do suck. I don't know if he's gonna move this summer.
You better not.
You
Yo,
say
I
he
keep
bet-
hearing Knicks. I keep hearing Knicks. Like, bro, nah, I don't want Giannis to the Knicks, bro. Stop it. That's my hometown team.
So hold on, let me ask you this: why don't you want him with the Knicks?
Well, for starters, like, I'd rather have. I mean, some people do say that yes, he's an MVP caliber player, but look, he's 33. Like, he's 32, going to 33 years of age. He's not. He's declining. He's going to start declining now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's not even a good shooter. He's not. He's not the shooter that Cat is. Now, is he an NBA champion? Yes, he is. But like I said, man, like, there's just so much that they have to give up for him when he's already declining.
So you don't think that they could possibly win a championship if they were able to get him in? Like, obviously, I do think he's declining, but let's just say they were able to. Obviously, you're going to want to keep Bronson, and you're probably going to have to get rid of Cat, but you know that's a sacrifice you're willing to make in order to get Giannis. And let's say you're able to keep some of your good role players. You don't think that's worth the risk to try to pull out a championship, even if you only
It's
get one?
also the fact that they're asking for a lot of draft picks, and we gave up a lot of draft picks for Mikal Bridges.
True, and I know they've been getting torched for that. And I like
Yep.
Mikal Bridges because he played for my sons first. I hated to see him go, but he was part of that package to get Kevin Durant.
He helped
And
y'all
look,
get to the finals too.
yeah, he was playing. Mikal Bridges is our third option.
Yeah, man. But yeah, if Giannis was younger and he was working on his jump shots, his free throws. I don't care about the three. Fuck the three. But if he would have been working on like shooting, like, I would be like, yeah, come over. But nah.
Sam, what you think? You think it'd be? I know you say he should move. But if let's just say they did move, he did go to New York. Do you think it could be a good move that they could actually win?
I mean, talking about winning, then I don't know. Cause I mean, cause I can't see nobody right now. I can't see nobody winning from the West, outside of the West right now. But as far as competition, I would never want to see him go to the Knicks because that's the same issue that we have with Kevin Durant right now. We have it with guys like Westbrook, guys like Chris Bosh. When these guys' careers is over with, they just fade away. They done. They can't go back. If he stay in Milwaukee, win or lose, you that's your home. You got to try to win where I mean, unless they trade you, But you can't be doing what you're doing and request a trade and just want to go and try to man, because that's that LeBron syndrome. I'm not with that. I ain't with that man-made stuff, bro. That's just me. So I look at it a little different. So he just got drafted by the. That's like Larry Bird going to play with Dominique Wilkins and a team. We would never see that. It wouldn't even thought. Just so they could win a championship. I mean, if we say yeah, that'll work. That's hypothetical, but I would never want to see it. You know, that's what ruined the Eastern Conference when they said they had the best record. Everybody that he was supposed to compete against, they was all on one team. So that's kind of like when he helped weaken the East, putting all those players on one team. So I don't want to see that. I want to see those guys compete against each other. Only one team going to the championship. So I want to see every year they go out there and try. I always want to see Giannis at the Bucks. I don't want to see him at the Knicks. You know how disgusting that is, man. You know, on top, it might win, but I don't want to. I want to see them earn it. I don't want to see them mad. That's the same thing AD said when he talked about the bubble. He didn't feel like he want to feel with a real championship. Just like what's the guy for OKC? The guard that won the championship with the bubble with the Lakers. The white
Alex Caruso.
So he said, finally, he just feel like a real championship. You know what I mean? So when you win a championship, I want it to be the authentic way. The NBA was established. All this, I don't want to take play on this team. Get rid of this coach. Man, get out of here with that crap, man. Just to win a championship.
But I give a benefit of the doubt for Giannis. At least he helped Milwaukee get a chip. LeBron didn't in his first stint in Cleveland.
Yeah, that and what I was gonna say is, to me, this is just simply my opinion. I do love the competitive balance,
right?
But Giannis moving to the Knicks, in my opinion, doesn't disrupt the competitive balance too much, because I mean the Bucks is nobody now, and if you add to the Knicks, I mean the Knicks get stronger. It doesn't really change the dynamic of the Eastern Conference. Like when LeBron moved from the Heat from the Cavs to the Heat, and Bosh moved from Toronto to the Heat. That eliminated two teams.
You take Giannis
in the league.
They already don't have nothing in Milwaukee. You take Giannis out, then what would you have there? That's the same thing they tried to do in New Orleans with Chris Paul, to send him to the Lakers, right?
And but New Orleans, look, New Orleans was good then though. They were in the playoffs. They were competing.
Right
now, the Bucks aren't competing at all, even with Giannis there. So what I'm saying is, if he moves to New York, it doesn't change anything.
You said the New Orleans Hornets was good when they had Chris Paul. The Lakers were trying to get Chris Paul.
Yeah, they were competing. They were in the playoffs.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
They were. I'm telling you.
Okay, they might have been, but I don't know. But they I thought Chris Paul was all they had out there.
Yeah, him and David West. They said they used to be serving. I remember that team.
Exactly. So if you take away their top players and don't replace them with anything, that's
Yeah, see that would be the case if Chris Paul would have moved to the Lakers, because the Lakers was already had Kobe, who was a superstar, and then you add Chris Paul, who you could argue was probably not the best point guard during that time. For sure, he was top 3. And so you add that, you weaken New Orleans, and then you strengthen the Lakers. That would be the same thing with what LeBron did. But see, the difference is here is the Bucks are already weak. So if he move on to the Knicks and they get better, now they're good enough to win a championship. That's not the same as you been two big stars that were already in the play. Like, keep in mind, LeBron's Cavaliers team was number 1 in the East when he left. And Chris Bosh Raptors, I believe, was the number 4 seed in the East. Take both players from there, they both lottery teams now. And now this Heat team is obviously the biggest team in the league now. So now 2 teams that used to make it kind of competitive in the East are now lottery teams. Is no competition there now. If Giannis moved to the because they're a lottery team right now. Keep this in mind. The Bucks right now are the lottery team. So if Giannis moves to the Knicks goes from probably a 3 seed to the number 1 seed, and the Bucks would still be a lottery team. Actually, it would help the Bucks more because now they can go for a good draft pick.
Yeah. Also to respond, you see how the Indiana Pacers are not in the playoff picture right now, bro. Yesterday they got to the finals. Tyrese Halliburton is gonna come back, and they're gonna pick up a couple of draft picks. So
Yeah,
the Indiana Pacers are going to be competitive. Then you have Orlando. Then you have 76ers that are going to be competitive again. We still got it's still going to be stacked. So you're right about that. The
yeah, that's
East is
what I'm
still going to be
saying.
stacked.
It's not gonna change the balance of the East if he moves there.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. But I'm a little disappointed in the 76ers, bro. I thought the 76ers were going to do something.
Yeah,
Then you have the Hornets too.
I'm kind of over the Sixers now because I was actually sticking my neck out a little bit for them in 2024. I was like, no, I think they're gonna have to do something. Then same old shit.
They got
So,
Durant, Joel Embiid, then they got that guard Maxey. Both of them two, and then they just grabbed DJ Edgecombe. They
Yep.
just they're not ready. They nowhere near because I think when what's his name, Joel Embiid, man, you want to talk about a disappointment, bro? To me, I just don't see. He the type of dude that's big for no reason. But if I had that dude size, he the type of Wimbyana is the type of dude that's big and he show you that what you supposed to do as a big man. And Joel Embiid, man, that dude is a crybaby. He cried that MVP. He took that MVP from the Joker, if you ask me. I thought Joker should have got MVP the year he got it.
Yeah.
I'm not a Joel Embiid guy, bro, because he cried too much. I don't
Nah,
like
but you
dudes.
see how? Yeah, go ahead, finish.
Go ahead. I just don't like dudes that cry as much as he
Nah,
do.
also, what I don't like about Joel Embiid, like he trashes the old players. Like the old players try to give him like advice. Like the old centers, like yo, work on this, work on that. He's like, oh, y'all so old. Y'all don't understand the NBA. It's evolving. All that stupid shit. That's like, dude, like, why do you think players today are looking for guys like Hakeem Olajuwon, bro? Come on, bro.
And bro, that's exactly what I've been telling you. You can't. That's like these young players shitting on them.
Yeah.
Like young college players saying, "Joel, we get out of you old." That's what the bum out of Bayou said to D Wade. He called him old. He shouldn't be talking. Like congratulating my 83 points. Man, he did it against the
hold on,
Sun.
who did he say that about?
He tried to disrespect D Wade because D Wade told him there wasn't nobody out celebrating the 83 points. And he said, "Shut your old ass up, nigga. Be old and get out of here." He called him old.
Said that? Damn,
Yeah, look it up. Look up
damn.
What?
Look up his
I ain't
response.
never heard that.
Go look up his response. The same night, the night of the game, he was sitting on the
I'm about to
panel.
look that shit up. You said,
Look it up.
it's crazy.
And he told D Wade, "Shut your old ass up, man. Go look it up." He was sitting on the panel with I got that girl from the NBA. I think they said it's his sister or something. He's a bum. I don't mess with that dude, bro. You can't name nobody on the Wizards he scored 83 points against, man. They was tanking trying to get the first pick this year, the lottery picks. Go look it up what he said about D Wade, bro. That shit was disgusting, man. I don't like people like that, man. Disrespecting the old. Them niggas not even old and they talking shit. Don't want to take.
Well, it ain't that up.
The thing is that my parents, I came from a 2-parent household. They told me to respect my elders, bro. These dudes, I don't know, this generation is cooked.
They cook, but they don't got no respect. And then they expect somebody to respect them.
Exactly.
You got it? You see it?
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up now.
Pull it up, man. That thing went viral, man. It's so much disrespect. That boy's so disrespectful, man.
And pull it up so we can see it.
Yeah, he's a bum.
Yeah, I mean, I've been said it was some bullshit when I first saw it. It was crazy.
I tried to tell people there's videos of Russell Westbrook running on the court when the team is blowing the team out and they still trying to score. Westbrook run on the court and punch him in the mouth. And this dude's still scoring with seconds on the clock. He's scoring 40 free throws against the Wizards. They're not even trying to win. He out there, DraftKings. They usually take the starters out. This nigga's still out there scoring all these points, man.
Right.
Look at his response, man. I'm gonna try to see that.
Yeah, I'm about to play it now.
This man talking about ain't no buzz and he want to be out. He 45. Take your ass in the house.
Standards. And if the Miami Heat don't want me to have standards on the players, that's on them. I will have it.
The city needs to be woken up. It's not alive anymore. You know when we was here, bro, we was buzzing in these streets. We've been here the last couple of days. This ain't nothing buzzing outside.
And then I have to go home early.
Bro, I'm leaving too. I thought I was about to stay here. I'm getting out of here. There's no energy here.
Yeah.
And this city deserves and needs a person that can bring that energy here and take it over. It's no one's here. From that standpoint, that buzz and that energy. When he came, it changed the entire, the culture here shifted. I felt it alive and I felt it buzzing. Then I've been out here the last couple of days. I'm sleepy.
I've been in the house smoking hookah watching that
I'm
old
sleepy.
clips.
This man talking about ain't no buzz and he want to be out. He 45. Take your ass in the house. But he's just, I don't know what he's trying to do, actually. Like, I don't know if he's trying to like rile us up or like, he got to understand we went through COVID. It's a different time. But all that said, I feel like it's a lot of buzz tonight. Not only here, but in the association.
It's standards. And if the Miami Heat don't want me to have standards on the players, that's on them. I will have it. I will always have a standard for the organization, whether I'm a part of the organization, whether I'm allowed in the doors, whether I'm never allowed in the doors, because I gave so much to the organization. I have a lot less millions in my account for the organization. I have a lot less stats on the board because I gave up what was individual for what was pushed on us as a standard, as a culture, and what we about. I mean, when you know it's coming from one of your OGs, just like I called Bam when he was struggling this year, just like I gave him that vote of confidence to get his ass back on track, just like you called him as well. We in those moments, the celebratory moments, and we also in those moments when you need to pick it up and our team need to pick it up and we need more. That's who we are. That's the culture barrier that we hold. And so it's going to come in positivity, and it's also going to come in moments that you're going to be like, I ain't like that. It's not personal.
This man talking about ain't no buzz.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, shit.
I didn't know that.
That's why I mess with the players that that don't respect the old heads. Like some, because I feel like some of the times these reporters be trying to bait them to
Gaslight a little bit.
disrespect them sometimes, and you got certain ones that don't do it.
Yeah.
But some players don't fall for it though.
Yeah, like Shea, the other day they tried to get Shea to do it with Michael Jordan and Kobe and Iverson, but he didn't do it.
Shut it down. Mm-hmm.
This is what I keep trying to get people to see. LeBron do it. He the face of the league, so that shit trickles down.
Yup. And remember what LeBron said about the 70s? If Giannis, y'all know that he was talking about himself, but he just replaced his name with Giannis, and he said he could score 250 points in a game.
Yeah,
He said some disrespectful shit like that, bro. This dude's an airhead, bro.
That's what I'm people who's supposed to know basketball, they I don't know what he's done for people to love him that much to overlook this shit we're talking about. Because this don't got nothing to do with this. Got to do with anybody who act like that. But he's the face of the league, so that's why I don't like anybody like Joel Embiid or any of these people that do bum out to buy you. But you got to start at the top. You can't start at the bottom with these bums. I don't start with these bums.
I also got to respond with this one though. It's the NBA's fault because they're the ones who decided to push LeBron instead of keeping Kobe as the face. If they would have been like that, bro, it would have been a different story. Especially if Kobe was the one passing the torch to Curry.
Like you should.
That would make sense.
That's exactly right. But that's natural. They forcing this onto us. That's why I say he's like lima beans, and if you don't eat him, they're gonna make you eat him. He's a lima bean. That's bum. He's not a good representative. And another thing I told people is that it used to be called I want to be like Mike, right? And from I want to be like Mike came the mama mentality, not their stats. What do you call LeBron's career? What can we call it to other people that want to mimic? Like we got the I want to be like Mike slogan. We got the mama mentality. No matter what you do in your career, if you have the mama mentality, you go far. What do you call LeBron?
The flop artist.
Yeah, that's what's passing down to all these kids, man. That's what they doing. I mean, they crying. Look at Luka, they cry. Everybody, even Joel Embiid, they big crybabies, bro. Everybody cry on every end of the court. They cry like the refs that didn't go to ref school. And you know, my coach taught us that if you need the ref to help you win, you don't deserve to win.
Bro, and to respond to that too, if you think about it, there's a reason why. Like we were having a discussion about how Luka Doncic, whether he's an overrated player or not. Yo, one of the things that one of the bronze sexuals in that other live stream on Mookie's live stream, he brought up the fact that the referees are gonna favor the Lakers. What makes me laugh about that is, and snapping a finger, take away all that, take all that bias calls and shit. Who the fuck is LeBron? Who's the Lakers? They nothing.
That's what's passing down to all these kids, man. But you know, it's business. It's not. It used to be a sport. It used to be a sport back in the day. Today, it's a business first, politics, sports third. That's business. What you talking about? And politics.
Yep.
Anytime you got Bronny in the league, I ask people how many one and dones do you know that went in the second round? First of all, is Bronny a one and done? Kyrie one and done. Zion is a one and done. Durant went one and done. Melo one and done. I'm naming certain that I can remember. Is Bronny one of those guys? Cooper Flags one and done. VJ Edgecombe one and done.
They know good damn well that nigga ain't supposed to be no one and done.
So that's what I'm saying. So basketball is business and politics. That's why he's in the league. He's not in the league for the sport. He's not even let alone USC basketball. He's not even the best person on USC campus.
Nigga, if he go to USC now, he probably still wouldn't be the best player.
He don't even deserve to be on that team.
Yeah, we all know that.
He didn't deserve to be on the McDonald's All-American team.
Yeah, he did. LeBron had a call to get him on there.
He didn't deserve to go to Sierra Canyon. He's not one of those.
I can't speak on the Sierra Canyon part, but
He was trash.
But for sure, yeah, I do remember he was a 4-star athlete at first. And then LeBron was saying something in the public or was saying, I can't remember exactly what he said, but all of a sudden
I can say that.
LeBron became a 5-star athlete.
Yeah, he tweeted that shit. He watching the G League, and Bronny's better than all these niggas. Half these niggas are watching. They shit something hilarious.
I'm not talking about that part. I remember that. Yeah, Bronny's better than a lot of these cats I'm watching on League Pass.
League Pass, yeah.
High key hilarious.
Low key hilarious.
Yeah, some shit he said. Yeah.
And then they talking about the media went crazy. Get out of here, man. You must be crazy. That the bum.
Yeah.
And people talking about giving him time.
And what we tell you, what's another thing about LeBron, bro? This nigga is funny. This nigga, he needs to learn the art of letting your game do the talking. Because it's a lot of times that I can name where he kind of self-promoted himself and it did not end well for him. Just to name a couple. Obviously, we know the legendary not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. That didn't work out for him. It did. We know he said that he was going to beat the Warriors in 2015 because he's the best player in the league. That didn't work out for him. And then he activated playoff mode in 2018. That didn't work out for him. And then he was talking about Thunderstorm was coming the next year, the year after that. That shit didn't work out for him, bro. Like, this nigga do a lot of talking in the media.
Yo, dude, that's the reason why. Yo, bro, that's the reason why most of us don't respect them, bro. You're putting these expectations on your damn self, knowing you can't fulfill them, bro.
He does.
And then you get quizzical and you act dumb when we over here back, like calling this shit out.
And then he said, here's another thing I remember that he said. He was, remember when Russell Westbrook first came to the team? And he was like, he had put out this tweet that said, for those of y'all talking about his age, the chemistry, how all the stuff that's not going to work when the season starts, do me one favor, please, and I mean please, keep that same energy. And then I remember
this dude.
said, "Trust me, we will." And the problem is, we kept the same energy, and he deleted the tweet because they would get their ass.
Yo, this dude, man. That dude is sad, bro. I don't respect that dude. I'm sorry.
We
I don't
kept the
respect that at
same
all,
energy,
bro.
but he didn't keep his. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, who
Yo, I think he faked that sciatica in the beginning of this.
Oh yeah, we know he
He
faked that.
faked that shit, man. I think he was like giving up hints that if the Lakers were not winning, he would have requested a trade. But he saw the Lakers were winning. He's like, oh fuck it, I'ma stay. That dude is pitiful, man. But yo, UAN, yo, thank you so much for having me, bro. I gotta wake up early in the morning. Yo,
I'm about to go check out too. I got another live I got to do in the next 45 minutes. So yeah.
yo, what's your name, bro?
Flawless.
Yo,
So flawless.
man, yo, nice meeting you, bro.
And you too, man.
All right, man. Have a good night, guys.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
Yeah, one last thing I wanted to say real quick was dang, I forgot my point, bro. It was something I was ready to say about dang, I forgot my point. You about to do another live, you say?
Yeah, I got another one going for my TV reviews though. But yeah.
I saw one of them up there. That shit was looking fine. All right, man. We're gonna get on the next one, bro. That was dope.
All right, appreciate you.
All right, man.
All right.